Hello friends, this is Indian Princess. And in this video I'm going to talk about how I built my account. I spent very little in this game and still I'm relatively quite strong. At this point I'm max construction and full Helios. That makes me quite effective in battle, and I also score reasonably well in most of the events. And if you look at my VIP level here, I'm only VIP 10. In this video, I will talk about all the packs that I've been buying, and I will be giving you some tips on how to use limited resources most effectively. You really don't need to be buying everything. But if you invest smartly and build right, you will still be able to be very effective. The tips that I'm going to share in this video will be useful to both low spenders and free-to-play players. So please watch until the end. Speaking about effective resource management, I would like to mention what are the most precious resources for low spenders or free-to-play players. The most important resource is fire crystals. Second most important is hero exclusive gear widgets, followed by general speedups. And other important items are essence stones, mithril, and pet upgrade materials. Now coming to fire crystals. The reason why fire crystals are so important is that it is important for a player to have troop camps at a level as high as possible. So you're going to need fire crystals for your construction. Apart from construction, you can also use fire crystals for Helios research. You can convert them into fire crystal shards and use them in your war academy. At the moment, I have all three troop type Helios, but while I was working on my Helios research, I made it a point to collect fire crystals from every source I could. That includes the Frost Dragon shop or any other special event shop. I have a separate video on which are the best packs for fire crystals. I will be posting a link in the description. If you are a free-to-play player, your source of fire crystals are your intel missions, or among the regular shops you could find fire crystals in the State of Power shop. And then you have your crystal laboratory, of course, that gives you a certain number of fire crystals daily. Apart from that, you also have your daily mission chests. The last two chests contain 10 fire crystals each. So this is how even free-to-play players can collect fire crystals. I really mean it when I say that fire crystal is the most important item for free-to-play and low spenders. Because free-to-play players or low spenders like me, we are not really great rally leaders. In this game, to be an effective rally leader, you need to be a whale, which means VIP 12 and above. I am almost 1 year into this game, and at this point I am VIP 10. A low spender is typically VIP 9 or 10 at this point, and a free-to-play player is somewhere around VIP 7 to VIP 8. Now, free-to-play players or low spenders are not good rally leaders. Therefore, we try to become good rally joiners. To be a good rally joiner, you need to have your troop camps at highest level possible. Now all of my troop camps are at FC8, that is max construction, plus I have all three troop types T11. So that makes me a player with FC8 T11 troops, and that makes me a very good joiner. The primary aim of a free-to-play or a low spender should be to be a good joiner so you can be useful to your alliance. And if you have such high-level troops, you will have the freedom to join any alliance that you want. Especially if you like to be in powerful alliances and leading states, they will be very happy to recruit you if you have such high level troops. And FC8 D11, all this was possible only because I focused on my fire crystals. Any player with such high level of troops will be welcome in any alliance, especially the powerful alliances. So try to get your Helios if you can. For that you need a lot of fire crystals. If you're a low spender, I recommend buying the fire crystal lore pack that you get in the War Academy. I have stopped buying this pack now because I'm full Helios, but while I was working on my Helios, I always bought this pack weekly. Other fire crystal packs I have described in detail in another video. I will post its link in the description. Having high level troops not only makes you a good joiner, it also significantly improves your own PvP or performance in other events. So I would suggest grab as many fire crystals as you can from every source. Coming to the second most important item is your hero gear widgets. These items improve the stats of your mythic heroes. If you have watched my video about how I work my heroes, you would know that I develop only one hero per generation. I go for only the lucky wheel hero. I have developed only one hero per generation up to Gen 6. Gen 7 I'm working on 2 heroes because Gen 7 heroes stats and skills are really good. I have saved general shards enough to max out 2 Gen 7 heroes, one of which is also a lucky wheel hero. Otherwise, I work on only one hero per generation. That allows me to focus all my items on only one hero, making that hero very strong. And that makes my hit very effective. Let me show you my heroes page. You can see there is only one hero per generation. Flint is Gen 2 lucky hero, Mia is Gen 3, Lynn Gen 4, then Hector Gen 5, Renee Gen 6, Gen 7 I have Bradley and Edith. These are the only heroes whose widgets I have upgraded. Rest of the heroes have no widgets on them. That is how I could build so strong with limited resources. And let me show you why widgets are so important. Now let's look at Edith. If I upgrade her exclusive gear, it will give me a lethality and health boost. Your stats are basically attack, defense, health and lethality of all 3 troop types. Now, upgrading an exclusive gear boosts the lethality and health of that particular hero and that particular troop type. So for infantry, health is the most important stat. And if you look at the marksman, Bradley, upgrading exclusive gear will give me a boost in marksman lethality and health. This is common for all exclusive gear. Health and lethality are the stats that they boost and there are no variations in that. So if I do an upgrade, I would get so much of a stats boost. Now, since he's a marksman, lethality is more important to me. But either way, health and lethality is what really matters in battle. Let me quickly show you how I have upgraded the widgets of other heroes. Hector is at level 8. Lynn also at level 8. Mia at level 7 and Flint also at level 7. So this is how high I like to get the widgets of my heroes. This is also the advantage of working on only one hero per generation. You can focus on the widgets of only one hero and get them really high. Whales have the widgets at level 10, which is max. So since I have my widgets at around level 7 to 8, I may not be as strong as a whale, but it is very difficult for even a whale to burn me. And when I attack other players, my hits are very powerful. Hero widgets play an important role in how powerful your hit is going to be. Also determines how strong you would be on defense if you are attacked by a whale. Best event to get hero widgets is the Frosty Fortune event. I have a video about how to acquire widgets. I will post the link in the description. I will also post the link about how I work on my heroes in the description. These are very useful videos, check them out. Moving on, the next most important resource is your general speedups. Remember this golden rule. Always use your general speedups for research only. You may use them for construction if you have to, but always try to use general speedups for research only. Never ever use general speedups for training troops or for healing your troops. General speedups are very precious. If you use them for research, you will be able to boost your stats, and stats are permanent. You may lose your troops. You may get zeroed, but you will never lose your stats. Which is why general speedups is a precious resource that is supposed to be used only for research. You get general speedups every day from your alliance chest. If you are in a strong and active alliance, you will be getting a lot of these general speedups every day. Use them wisely. Moving on to the next most important resource, the essence stones and mithril. These are items required to upgrade your hero gear. Talking about essence stones, you get a lot of these free from your bear hunt. And even if you are a small alliance and not very strong, like we have barely 7 to 8 people here doing this bear, but it doesn't matter because our points are decent, and if you look at the rewards, there isn't really much of a difference. With every tire, you keep getting one extra essence stone. And the maximum you can get is 18 essence stones per bear hunt. So my point is that participation here is more important, more than trying to score high points, because if you barely participate, you will get at least 13 essence stones and max goes to 18 essence stones if you are a very powerful alliance. So that's not a significant difference, considering that the custom armament chest gives you roughly 30 essence stones for $5. That is one of the packs that I go for. If you are a low spender, I would recommend custom armament chest for essence stones. Going back to mithril, you can buy mithril from the arena shop in exchange for arena coins. And you also get 1 mithril per week in the labyrinth shop. This is relatively cheaper. You get 1 mithril for 2.5k glowstones. So never forget to collect your mithril from the labyrinth shop every week. You can also buy these other items, FC shots, charm designs, XP components and lucky gadgets from the labyrinth shop, like I do this every week. Along with essence stones and mithril, you would also need hero gear XP components to upgrade your hero gear. You get this from every bear hunt. Apart from that, never forget to collect these hero gear from your exploration. They help you upgrade your hero gear XP. I maintain a greater focus on hero gear compared to chief gear. I will explain why in the later part of the video. Moving on to another important source of stats, your pets. Your pets are very helpful in battle and you can upgrade their stats free of cost. Like, I don't spend any money on my pets, but these are the stat bonuses that I have because of my pets. And this is with the pet skills not activated. Pet skills give additional bonuses. These stats you gain out of refinements and leveling up your pets. Now, speaking about skills, if you see these green axe over here, that means that pet skill is a growth skill. If you see these red crossed swords over here, that means that pet skill is a battle skill. And I have worked on all my battle pets. So Titan Rock reduces enemy health by 5%. So I've tried to level it up as much as I could. Snow Leopard reduces troop lethality of the enemies. So I have tried to upgrade that as much as I could. Cave Lion gives an attack boost. Snow Ape increases squad capacity, good for burning cities. I haven't worked on the Rhino because I'm not a rally leader, so I don't need increased rally capacity. So I haven't really developed this skill very much. I have focused more on the Sabertooth because it increases troops' lethality. Lethality is the most important stat, followed by health. Is giving defense, I need health more than defense, so I worked more on the pets giving a health boost more than attack and defense boost, because for me health and lethality matter more than attack and defense. Those are the stats that are really effective in battle. So all you need to do is send your pets on 3 adventures per day and claim your ally treasure, and then go to your alliance shop, and in the weekly tab you will find pet food and pet advancement materials chest at a discounted price. So if you have extra alliance tokens, always buy these items. They will greatly help you boost your stats. This is how I work my pets. I do not spend for pets. I upgrade them f2p. And I believe my pets are okay. So this is all you need to do about pets. If you want to spend on pets, I would recommend custom pet chest, but I don't really buy that. So if you want, you can go ahead with it. Pets are useful source of stats, so pay attention to them. So moving on to the last part of the video. I'm sure so far you've understood that my primary focus has been fire crystals. I have been prioritizing fire crystals over any other item. That is how I managed to get FC8 with full Helios at VIP 10, because I focused on fire crystals. Second order of priority were my hero widgets, followed by general speedups for research, hero gear, and pets. Now to tell you what other things that I did not focus on. When you have a limited budget, you need to prioritize. And when you prioritize one thing, you have to compromise on the other. In my case, I have heavily compromised on my chief gear. You can see my chief gear is really underdeveloped compared to the rest of my upgrades. I have not been spending on chief gear because while it looks nice to have high level chief gear, it only gives you a minimal attack and defense boost. Chief charms, on the other hand, are more useful. If you observe everywhere, my charms are more developed than my gear. That is because charms give lethality and health boost, and in battle, lethality and health is more important than attack and defense. At least that's how I perceive it. There is one major advantage of having low chief gear, that it keeps your transfer costs low. Chief gear is not the only thing that is taken into consideration while calculating transfer costs, but the way I have built my account overall, it remains light during transfers. Earlier in the video, I said that I focus more on my hero gear compared to my chief gear. That is because if you want to transfer, you can drop your hero gear before the transfer event starts, and that will lower your transfer costs. But you cannot drop your chief gear. That is why for low spenders, I would advise to focus more on hero gear. Also, hero gear boosts all 4 stats: attack, defense, health, and lethality, while chief gear boosts only attack and defense. I only need 12 transfer passes to move, and I already have them. If you have been following my channel since the beginning, you would know that I have traveled many states and been in many alliances. And I have traveled free of cost. I have not spent any money on transfer passes. I just collect one free transfer pass from the Alliance shop every week without fail, and I had enough transfer passes to move the way I did without spending any money. But having a lower chief gear, I believe, does lower transfer costs to some extent. Also, I like to keep a low profile. On battlefield, when someone looks at my chief gear, they think I'm weak, but when they attack me, they lose a lot of troops. Only then they realize all the hidden stats that I built. Your research is your true power. Now let me show you how I do in various events. This is a report from a recent Frostfire. I managed to get rank 8. I usually manage to be in top 10 with my build, which I believe is decent enough considering I'm not all that powerful. Crazy Joe, I got rank 1. I uploaded a short video about it today. It is a proud moment to have a statewide rank 1 for a player of my power. This is a bear hunt report. My points here are decent as well. We are not a very powerful alliance and we don't have too many people playing this bear, but still I managed decent points. And my real pride and joy, my kill count. I am so passionate about kills, and a player's skills show you how effective they are in battle, and my kill count does make a statement. So these are the things that you can achieve if you build the way I do. Remember the thing I said about focusing on fire crystals. You have the highest level of troops, you will be welcome in any alliance. That gives you a feeling of being useful. It also gives you a lot of freedom and a lot of choice, which is why fire crystals are so important. I hope you found this video useful. I'll be posting links of all my previous related videos in the description. Please do check them out. And if you would like precise spending advice, please do join our Discord community. Every time a value for money pack appears, I post an update on the channel's Discord server. There is a separate channel for value for money packs, and this is how I keep updating it. I will be able to guide you as and when the packs appear, and you can choose what you want to invest in. I would also notify you if I feel that a certain pack is not good, like the Snowbuster packs. I personally found them very useless, so I made a post not to buy them. If you are a low spender, this spending advice could help you. So please join the Discord, and thanks for watching this video.